What up, you guys? Lena Elkins here. I am the host of the Facebook group Millennial Go-Getters, and I am also sporting this super fun face mask today. Why not? You guys know everything already about me. Let's just do a video in a face mask, and it straight up looks like I'm, crying right now because the shit burns my eyes. I know it sort of looks like I'm super stoned, but I promise that's not what it is. This shit just burns my eyes. But anyway, we're not here to talk about face masks today. I wanted to hop on and see how you guys are doing. I haven't done a video in a few days. I wanted to share a few updates and exciting stuff that's coming up in the next few weeks, and also tell you about some harder stuff that's going on, which is really what this video is going to be about. But just a few quick things before we get started. My Forbes article, which most of you guys know about, my Forbes article comes out today, and I'm so nervous and excited and all that good stuff. I'll be sure you guys will be the first ones that I share that with. The second it comes out, I'll keep you posted. What else? Nomad Accelerator is coming up in Barcelona in a week, which is super awesome. I'm really excited. I'm putting together... I'm basically giving 4 separate presentations, so I'm putting together the slides for those right now and kind of the plans, the workshops, so those should be also really awesome, super value dense. What I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to be live streaming a lot of it and recording it, and there will also be a video person there recording it, so if you guys are not going to be at Nomad Accelerator, there will be ways for you to access the video footage, I'm sure. Cool, those are my announcements. What I want to talk to you guys about today is something that I don't think a lot of people talk about because I think that it feels sensitive and one of these things that's a little bit risky, but I think that it's important to talk about. And that thing is that as you get further and further into the entrepreneurial space, it becomes harder. And I think a lot of people say that it's the opposite, that really the beginning is the hardest. And maybe for some people that's the case, but for me that was never the case. For the beginning to me was very easy. And it was easy, I think, because I wasn't in the entrepreneurial world. As in, I wasn't in all the Facebook groups. I didn't have all these friendships like the biz besties yet. I wasn't on all the email lists. I wasn't taking all the webinars and buying all the courses yet. I wasn't in that world yet. And because of it, it was just this very pure, innocent idea almost of this is what I want to do, and I'm going to make it happen because I'm awesome, and I'm going to do it with the help of this awesome business coach, and it's going to be me and this girl, and we're just going to kill it together, and that's going to be it. And there wasn't all of these other distractions points, you know what I mean? And then I started growing, and I started seeing all these people online who were big, right? These were people who were making 5-figure months in revenue, and they were just killing it, and they had these huge followings, and they talked about all their big successes, and then they would talk about how oh, I'm so mad because, some stupid thing happened in their business, their autoresponder didn't work or something, and just, something stupid, and I was those are, problems for people who are 10 steps ahead, and they shouldn't be complaining because they're not where I am, and where I am is actually really challenging, and now I see it as the opposite, in that, with where I am now, something that I've really been struggling with recently is, feeling like I have control in my business, and I'm not sure if some of you guys have felt this way or if you've been through this, but I think that it's something that's really important to talk about. And to be honest, I was nervous to even talk to you guys about this because whenever I decide to make a video or to write a blog post for you or do anything like that, I always have to ask myself, who's the person that I need to be today when I show up? Do I need to be this online marketing person for them, or do I need to just be Lena chilling in a face mask talking about random shit that's happening in life that everybody can relate to? So I always have to decide which one is more important right now, which one do you guys need more, and 99% of the time I go for the internet marketing Lena option because I think that that's really what you guys need to hear. You need both the inspirational and as well the practical tips and strategies and insights to help you grow your businesses, and stuff going on beyond that is not always necessary for you guys to know. But I also think that was almost a subconscious decision that I made because it was safer in a way, if that makes sense. Because if I take the alternative route and I'm here's some hard shit that's going on in my life, then this is an opportunity for you guys to really tear me apart potentially. If you guys suddenly realize wait, this girl isn't perfect, she doesn't know everything about marketing, she doesn't know everything about business, why do we trust her? Why do we like her? Why do we follow her? And then for a lot of people, they feel that can really destroy their business, which is why a shit ton of people who I know put on this facade of just having this perfect, glamorous digital nomad lifestyle all the time, and everything just runs effortlessly and seamlessly because that almost protects their brand image, if that makes sense. And I get it. I really get it. But I think that this is an opportunity to kind of take the other end and just tell you guys that something that I've really, really been struggling with in my business is control. And when I feel like I'm out of control in my life, and I don't know if you guys feel this way, that you feel like you can control things that are happening right now, things that are going to happen in the future, you get stressed about maybe mistakes you've made in the past and you can't control that, it starts coming out in other unhealthy ways. And for me, when I feel like I really need to be in control of a situation that I'm really struggling to hold on to, I take it out on the people around me in the form of like being really like judgmental and very black and white and very critical. And it's just not, I'm very entitled almost. Like I just really believe that I'm right about something all the time. Do you know what I mean? When I feel like I'm out of control because it makes me feel better about myself in some fucked up way. And I know that that sounds really bad, and this is something that I'm really working through, but I'm really struggling with this control. And if you guys are talking about like, well, what do you mean control? I wonder, like, and these are just little things. I know we all have these things in our lives, right? But like sometimes I wonder what happens, and this honestly, to be honest, is kind of happening right now, is like, what if my business, it starts growing in an accelerated rate all of a sudden, and then suddenly things are just spinning out of control, and I can't control the money that's coming in, and you know the people I'm managing under me, and all this different stuff. Like, what if it's just too much for me to control, and I'm not smart or capable enough to really take that on? On the other hand, I'm like, what if I'm delusional and nothing is happening, and things are like fizzling out, and my business is just going to be gone before I know it? And what if I lose clients? And what if, like, I say something that you guys don't like, and then that, like, bothers you, and then you don't trust me anymore? Or what if I give advice that doesn't work for you? And just, like, all of these, like, stupid fucking insecurities, things that have never actually happened at any point. There's probably no real justification for why I have these thoughts, but this is how I feel. And when I start worrying to this extent about every little thing, and I feel like I have no control over any of this, what you guys think of me, how you react to what I do, whether you want to work with me or not, like, all this shit, when I feel like I don't have control of that, I start, like, breaking the fuck down. And that's sort of how I felt in the past week, and I haven't been so vocal about this, but I think I was just so, like, nervous and stressed. I just stayed by myself all week. I was literally just, like, in my apartment, in my pajamas, in the dark. It was, like, depressing. I was working and doing stuff, but it wasn't my normal, like, you know, going to my office and hanging out with my friends, doing stuff. I just, like, was in this weird funk of just wanting to be in my own space. And I just wanted to share this with you guys today because I think that you need to remember that when you're worried about shit that's out of your control, whether it's in the past, present, or future, it makes it so much harder for you to do the work that you actually need to be doing and to actually be productive and to actually make wise, sound decisions. And I know that when I'm freaking out and my brain is constantly like in urgency mode, you know, like something needs to happen right now or everything's going to implode, I make really irrational decisions and it just needs to happen like right in that moment. It doesn't matter. Like there's just no thought process to it and there's no strategy behind it, you know? And so I'm really now working hard in my own head to like figure out like how I can compartmentalize a little bit. So like what are aspects of my life right now that are thoughts that I have that I can just delete and like get the fuck rid of forever. Like things that just don't need to be there. What do I need to prioritize and focus on more? You know, your brain is this muscle and you have to find ways to really manipulate it and organize it how you want in order to live the best life. But constantly being in worry mode and stress and also constantly comparing yourself to others. This is weirdly been a big thing that I've been stressing with recently. And it's what I was talking about before, but before it was just me and my business coach, the two of us. I didn't know about anybody else in the space. In my mind, it was just me and her, and we could take on anything. And I think that that's why I was so successful, was because I didn't have all of these distraction points and all of these people to compare myself to from an early stage. Today, being in this world, I recently have been experiencing quite a bit of, you know, this comparative-itis, even with people who I'm friends with, like people who I consider my biz besties, like even if they're just a few steps ahead of me and I hear about those wins and they tell me about it and whatever, it's really been bringing me down recently, which is so fucked up because I should be nothing but like supportive and excited for them and I should learn and feel inspired and everything. But recently it's just really been bringing me down. So, but at the same time, what I realize is that all this shit is just in my head. You know what I'm saying? I think that 90% of your business success or not success is going to come from the thoughts that you have in your head and that you need to control those thoughts. So I just posted about this earlier today, but what you can do and what I'm going to be trying to do now is just kind of turning down the noise and all these distraction points that we have in our lives. So what I'm going to be starting doing is I'm going to start deleting myself from a lot of these Facebook groups that I'm a part of, even though like my friends own them, you know, like I just cannot be a part of so many Facebook groups where I'm constantly getting notifications, constantly hearing about all these different people's wins. And a lot of people think that that's a little counterproductive for like a social media marketer, but I don't want to be a part of it. It's too much noise. I need to focus on my progress and my strategies and my wins and my struggles and my business and not be thinking about everybody else's, because when I'm so focused on what everybody else is doing, I'm not giving myself enough attention and self-care that I need, and that only hurts me as an entrepreneur and a human being. So I'm going to start deleting myself from a bunch of Facebook groups. I'm going to be opting out of a ton of different email lists. I'm going to be like unfollowing a shit ton of people on Instagram, like just all these people who just bring these like negative competitive vibes into my mind, even if it's not intentional. I need to clean house and take care of myself, and I think that this is something that you guys might need to do too, because I know that a lot of you have told me like you really struggle and you feel insecure and you feel like you're stuck, and I think it's because there's just too much fucking noise in this industry right now, and a lot of it is garbage, and it's making us feel bad about ourselves, and it's making us feel like it's not possible for us. I really, really want you guys to remember that there is unlimited opportunity for every single one of you, for every single one of us. Just because somebody else is doing what you're doing or a few steps ahead of you does not mean that it has to impact you at all in what you are doing. There is an abundant amount of resources and people and love and like all these support systems that are here to help you succeed. There's no reason that you need to be comparing yourselves to others. So just remember that. Try to clean the space in your head. Try to practice. Shit is dried down. Just try to practice self-care more, meditate, journal. These are things that I've been trying to do the past few days. Spend more time with yourself, focusing on yourself and your own needs instead of just constantly scrolling through Facebook, through Instagram, your email, trying to consume all of this content when you just don't need it, when it's really just hurting you. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes it feels like you have this FOMO, you don't want to miss out on all this free information out there or all this information, whether it's paid for or not. But the reality is that you should not ever be doing everything at once. So if you're trying to tackle 12 different skills at once and taking all these different courses and subscribing to all these different people, you're going to burn out sooner or later. So I really want you guys to slow down, simplify, do one thing at a time. This is something that I'm really going to be trying to work on in the next few weeks. And yeah, ultimately just love yourselves. I mean, that's all you can do, you guys. Just love yourselves. Be kind to yourself. Be patient. Go at your own pace and try to just block out all this external noise that's only ultimately going to bring you down. That's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say. I love you guys a lot. I hope this was helpful. Maybe it was super ranty and like random. I don't really know. You can tell me what you think. Yeah, what else? Oh, I want to tell you guys also. So this is kind of exciting, but tell them what? I was going to tell them about the YouTube channel. I don't know what you were going to say. Eliab just gave me this look like, don't tell them, don't tell them, don't tell them what? We started a YouTube channel, you guys. It's called GGTV, Go Getter TV. I'm really excited about it. This video will be on there as well. And so yeah, I'll link that down below. You guys can check. You can follow. That'd be awesome. If you ever have content ideas for GGTV, if it sounds like I'm not excited about this whole YouTube thing, I am. It's just the end of the day. I'm tired. There's a lot going on in my mind, and I'm sure I'll do a bigger video kind of explaining more why we chose to do this, what it's going to be including, what its goals are, everything like that. In the meantime, though, if you guys just want to like drop any comments, if you have any content ideas, anything that you want me to talk about more, that would be awesome, and I'm happy to make a video on it. With that said, I really love you guys, and I'll send you the Forbes article when it's out later today. But you guys are awesome, and I love you, and we'll talk soon. Bye.